MMA Callum versus Bernie. Expert versus Tadpole. K5 Fired versus Thompson. Guy Ganja versus Smoggy. Real Joker versus Keza. Dova versus Flecko. The Highlight versus Ned. White Belt versus Cameron. Carl Lake versus Embrace. And Sandman versus Wavy. I know that there's been alterations to the card, so I don't know if that's entirely accurate.
You're pretty much right, apart from Sandman versus DJ Mikey B.
Bet, okay. Why, I mean, I imagine why Wavy pulled out, but, like, did he talk to you about why he pulled out?
I haven't spoken to him yet, no.
Fair enough. Bad enough. What if I do
Dover?
comms on myself, but I do accents, so it seems like there's 3 people here. It says, oh, good left hand off the break. Great clinch entries, Jared. Oh, yeah, he's doing a really great job in those fucking moments. Finding his shots anytime he wants them.
Is that Australia?
I don't know. I think that flowed between a few different... There's a couple different dialects represented there.
I try doing some accents sometimes, and they almost end up sounding Indian, and I sound racist.
When we getting going?
Sandman says you're live, Bane. I think Bane realises he's live because he just went through the card.
Who's live?
You're live.
What do you mean?
On Twitch right now. Busy weekend for the commentary boys. It might just be me and you. Let's get it going anyway.
I'm not live.
No, you don't. You penis. I mean,
Oh, you scared the fuck out of me.
just had a wank.
I've forgotten to end streams before. And I was like, no. Everybody. I was like, the world did not fucking see me watch Grey's Anatomy for 3 hours, cry, and then go to bed last night. Okay, bet. So we've got...
I believe it's Sandman first.
Yeah, okay. Let me...
Oh, no,
let me
it's not
pull it up.
It's Ned versus Highlight first.
Okay, so are you live right now? Yep, we are perfect. Are our comms coming through?
Yeah.
To them?
Yep.
Perfect. Thanks for giving me a countdown.
Well, you started announcing the cards. I just quickly went live. I don't know if you was practicing or not.
I was just trying to see who's on the card. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Agro 51. Dylan versus Super McNasty for the PlayStation 155 interim title. MMA Callum versus Bernie in a special 5-round co-main event, also contested on Sony's system, the PlayStation. Xbit versus the Kingsman Tadpole at 170 over on Xbox, followed by another Xbox 170 bout. K5 Fired taking on Thompson MMA, the fan favorite, looking to bounce back. Next up, Guy Ganja versus Smoggy. Each guy looking to make more statements in the aggro rankings. Real Joker, another guy trying to stamp his time into the top 5, taking on Keza, also at 170. A lot of Xbox 170, Jamie.
Yeah.
First fight on the main card is Dova versus Flecko. That one's going to be over on PS 155. Could be looking at a... Are we not live anymore?
No, it's Embrace Carl first.
Oh, I didn't even see. There we go.
Yeah, no bother. It's Embrace the Grind versus Carl first. Let me run for a quick way. Very unprofessional of me, but I don't want to miss a moment of the scrap. No, don't be going yet, Cal. Hang on a minute.
So this is Carl versus
Embrace the Grind pod. Go check out his podcast if you love a good laugh.
I didn't do my vocal warm-ups for this, Jamie. All Gucci. I didn't even prep this as well. Let me pull up the rankings real quick. This one is Embrace the Grind podcast, looking to drop down to PlayStation 145. 2 in his last 5 wins, 6 and 7 overall. Carl Lake 1 and 14. Last 5 fights are all losses, riding what appears to be a large losing streak. Let's see if Carl can defend the spot at the bottom of the PlayStation 145 rankings. Embrace trying to break in just outside the top 10 if he gets it done again tonight, and a lot of potentials for him outside of that top 5. You got to think people like Highlight, Young Cardi Global. They're also people who have had inconsistent success in the Agro rankings. Cocky Sunny 3 and 6, Highlight 5 and 10, Ned 9 and 12. So if Embrace can get it done, 7 and 7 overall, evened out across all records and looking to progress even more. Why is the Streamlabs on the screen? Jamie's muted. Good to be back, everybody. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. In terms of why I've been absent, I'm not even sure if I'm coming through on Twitch right now. But I work 12 hours a day, and my schedule, they put me on Saturdays. So essentially, I got a little bit ruined in the working department, and have not been able to commentate anything. Yep.
So what's gone wrong here?
Jamie gone for a piss. Yeah, it sounds like he has. I don't know. Yeah, you've got the Streamlabs up on the Twitch. I'm not sure why.
It's Twitch monitor for some reason.
Are you doing desktop or window capture?
Display. It's a desktop, yeah.
Two monitors or one monitor?
Let me just switch it.
Bane, fun fact, this is the first time you're commentating my fight. Yeah, let's go! Pumped for it. MMA Callum, you are representing in the co-main event. First 5-round co-main exhibition style. Very akin to Edwards versus Diaz. I like the approach, Jamie.
Oh, I just had to switch my monitors around on the Streamlabs. That's weird. That'd be weird for me, but I've done it.
That's what it does. Yeah, no, if you got that, my monitor does the same thing. It always captures this one and not the other one. So if I'm doing display, I have to like move the windows over. Yeah. It is a frustrating time.
But we're here. They can go. First fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, Carl Lake versus Embrace the Grind podcast. ETG trying to break at 145. Had some success up at 170, of course, Jamie, but really not consistent enough to stay there. I like the move to drop down, right? Shed the extra pounds and maybe focus on being mean and lean.
Carl Lake, 1 and 14.
Carl Lake does have a lot of adversity against him in this contested bout. To start things off, Agro 51, Lake versus Grind. Featherweight action is upon us, boss man.
I'll be watching this one closely, especially if Carl wins.
Carl gets a title shot off of this.
I'm not the champ. Let's not talk about it. Let's leave it at that.
You can see very eccentric jeans, or pants rather, out of that blue corner. Carl Lake in the vintage purple. Big knee right there. Embrace using the elbows. Good switch kick to the body.
What's Embrace streaming on a fucking Nintendo DS?
Embrace, of course, does play on a Game Boy, so he is a little bit disadvantaged. Oh, look at that big overhand from Carl! Jumping crane kick not there, partially blocked by the podcaster.
We shouldn't put Carl on first, if he wins, we'll just blow our load early.
That's very true. Great combinations from Embrace in the pocket.
Oh!
You can see within this first... Oh! Little hook kick from Embrace.
Oh, in the elbow.
Oh! Look at that. Embrace the Grind momentarily stunning the number 11 145er. 345 remain. Big front kick lands for Embrace. Oh, look at that. Lead roundhouse to the body, touching up the liver, just letting those ribs know what is coming. 3:20 left in the opening round. Couple big misses from each competitor. These guys, of course, not the most technical in the world. This is a kind of brawling performance, a stand and bang, if you will. And that's exactly what we're getting. Embrace landing so much with those elbows. If I'm Carl, I have to really keep those forearms around my head. Spinning kick not there. Carl comes forward. Now, Jamie, we haven't seen a level change yet. Oh! Carl Lake stunned. Big miss from Embrace, though.
Nice back fist.
Beautiful work from Embrace to really diversify the striking. Carl in a bad spot here. This is not where you want to be. Carl Lake barely surviving that one. The head health is not on his side, Jamie.
No. I think there's not a lot of technical striking going on here. It's just brawl and see who lands a counter strike.
Embrace being the more effective counter striker through 4. Have to think those right hands off of Carl's misses have been landing, but Carl not going away, still landing effectively here. Level change right there from Embrace. Just under 60 seconds, lead uppercut there for the podcaster. That spinning elbow, or spinning back fist rather, not there. Carl lands with the lead hook.
That lead hook's been landing quite a few times. That lands again and again.
Oh, right there. Oh! Carl! Stuns Embrace. Here comes Carl Lake.
Takedown defense. Oh, Carl!
Look at this. Carl Lake appears to have gone back to the blueprints and adjusted the tactics. 10 seconds left. Lead crane kick not there as well.
He may have got that crane kick blocked about 30 times so far, but if it lands once, it could be end of the night.
Potentially. I think that if Carl really wants to make that crane kick work, he's got to throw a lot more leg kicks. Get Embrace thinking about the downstairs, and that opens up the upstairs. Either way, Embrace, a lot of good moments there. Got a couple knockdowns off of those spinning back fists, but Carl with a stun as well. A lot of momentum on both sides as we approach the second set of 5 minutes. In the event that anyone wants to join us on comms, you're more than welcome to. Extending the invitation just a little bit. Carl, good work here early.
Oh, yeah, I don't think you'll get the usual Jamie enthusiasm after I've died from my second vaccine today.
Oh, that's okay. I will do my best. Front kick block, lead.
Leg.
You can see the strike differential largely in Embrace's side, 54 to 34. I believe maybe it was 35. Yep, 35.
I think the output's about the same, which is that Embrace is doing better to defend himself. Oh, Carl, catch him!
Oh. Carl Lake landing on Embrace! Embrace in a world of trouble, but big jumping elbow!
Oh, lovely from Carl.
Oh! Carl barely evades that strike. That could have been game over, lights out. Embrace the grind, still wanting to do some damage. Carl Lake, head health not there! Carl down! Lake needs to do a lot to stay in this. I don't think he will. Somehow gets back to the feet. Needs to get out of this clinch position, Jamie.
Yeah. I know Carl don't play this game a lot. I'm not sure if he even knows how to get off this.
Oh.
He dropped again.
That's gotta be it. This has to be over. Embrace the grind. Announcing himself at 145. 7-7 overall. 3 in his last 6. There he is, ladies and gentlemen. Embrace with the stoppage.
Did what I had to do to get the win.
Absolutely. It was a not perfect performance, of course. Carl Lake did have moments of success against the podcaster, stunned him on several occasions. So if I'm going to Embrace, there are a lot of learning opportunities from this bout, but great job from him to get it done. Carl Lake unfortunately drops to 1-15 in the promotion. Number 12 at 145. Embrace stepping into the limelight at number 11, potentially at number 10. James, the MMA fan, of course, 1-2 overall in the promotion on a 2-fight losing streak. Might be, I don't know, Buddha. I don't want to say anything, Jamie, but I heard that he's not showing up today.
Who's that?
Was James, the MMA fan, not showing up to a bout?
He's supposed to fight Carl.
Oh, so Embrace the Grind could be at number 10.
He could be.
Top 10 winning 45er. Big shout out to Kane Hickey, my man, over across the pond as well with Jamie. Not here today. I believe he's eating right now.
Yeah, something like that. Usual thing.
Moving onwards and upwards. Next fight will be White Belt versus Cameron. This one's over on the Xbox at 155. Referencing the rankings, I don't know. White Belt 0-1. Cameron making the debut tonight. Debutant versus the one fight veteran. Even with that, though, White Belt is the number 5 ranked 155er.
Need a stream link, boys.
Big shout out to Sandman Bane. Be nice in my fight, please. Only if you win.
Depends if you're going to strike or not, Sandman.
Of course, I'll be nice. Sandman doing such good work everywhere else on the scene. Really enjoy calling his fights in other promotions because it shows that he's a true competitor, a guy who wants fights anytime, anywhere. Same thing to all the other fighters in Agro that do frequent several other promotions. It's fun seeing the boys, the Agro boys, popping up in the other spots.
I've just received word in my ear that we are scrapping White Belt, so we're moving on to Highlight versus Ned.
Highlight versus Ned. This one's going to be contested up at 145 on PlayStation. I guess down. Highlight is the number 6 contender. We already referenced the record 5-10, 3 in his last 5, so maybe that record is a little bit not representative of the skills. Young Cardi Global Ned 9-12 overall, 2 in his last 5. He's number 8 at 145. This is a big opportunity to progress further in a very stacked division. There are no divisions more fleshed out than PlayStation 145, just in terms of bodies. Maybe not talent, but there are a lot of people down at PlayStation 145.
Maybe not talent.
Half of the fighters have losing records. I don't know.
Yeah, it's my division. I'm supposed to talk shit, not you. No, you're right.
Me who went 2-6 in Agro. I don't know if there's a lot of talent over there.
There's a lot of guys in my division that I like a lot. Obviously, we've been friends with a lot of them for a long time, but unfortunately, none of them beat me other than the champ. And obviously, we all know how it went when I fought the champ as well. So,
hello, boys. Jamie, you're the GOAT, and Bane, God took his time with you. Thank you, Frankie Mitchell. I'm not sure what that means.
Frankie Mitchell, I'm looking forward to seeing you come back whenever you do. Not better than a Frankie Mitchell brawl. Have you had the vaccine yet, Ben?
No. Here's why. I would be open to it. It actually would be great for me to get one because at work we have a mask policy still in the warehouse, and it's very difficult walking 7 miles up and down a 40 football field fulfillment center when you have a mask on. I'm not one of those people who subscribes to the frustration of like, oh, out and about, I can't wear a mask. It's too restrictive. I can wear a mask. It's fine. But like 10 hours into the shift, and I'm like hot. It's tiring. My legs and my hips hurt. I'm like, man, I just don't want to wear this. So I might get the vaccine purely because of that. But I did have an appointment. I had an appointment on campus to do one, and then they stopped giving out the Johnson & Johnson at the time because of blood clots. So we'll see. Either way, this is going to be the Highlight versus Ned. 2-6 is their existing history. You can see that Young Cardi Global likely having the edge in what those sparring sessions were, but this one's at welterweight.
No, it's at 45.
Gentlemen, please drop down 170, 145. Cut off those extra pounds. He took his time with your speech skills. Thank you, Frankie. It was not God, it was me. 10 years of acting and improv.
Same type of job as you, and wearing a mask all day ain't the best. We have got them plastic face shields, which are a bit better. You can actually breathe.
Yeah. Okay.
When it's warm and you're doing lifting and that, and it starts to get warm, it starts to steam up, and you get angry and throw it. So.
I would love to see Jamie's frustration at work with his mask. So it's a comedy.
It's not long. There's not long left until it's all over. Thank the Lord.
Good.
Moving in the right direction. And if it wasn't for lockdown, there might never be an Agro fighting. So.
Talk about lockdown. Here comes Ned trying to lock down the number 6 contender. Highlight with that interesting attire. Ned with the blue hair
when I start
and the Venom
podcast,
shorts.
I want Bane there just to do my segues.
I'll record all your transitions for you. All your ad reads, Jamie. I'm more than happy to do them.
Just do my segues between topics.
Oh, big leg kick there from Highlight. Highlight really working so much the last few months to get better at this game. But Ned, always dangerous. Lead hook lands through the guard. Oh! Good head movement by Highlight in the pocket right there. Evasion on point. Backing up and swaying, bobbing, weaving out of the way, Jamie.
Yeah, Aldi seems like Highlight's a lot more patient than he was last week when he fought Callum. Oh, lovely. He showed me some lovely head movement. Oh!
Great combination there from Highlight.
That we've usually seen 6 times by now. Was a spinning head kick from Highlight. I'm proud of him. Obviously, he's in my camp. We spoke a lot. I told him if I see you throw a spinning head kick in the first 5 minutes, I'll knock you out myself. You're doing well. Obviously,
Highlight definitely
go on,
a composed performance. Have to agree with you. Ned, though, is coming on strong. The head movement not entirely there. That block got a little broken.
Yeah, instead of using the head movement, which he needs to back out a bit. You've got feet for a reason. Evasion. Step out of rage. You don't need to use the block.
Trip there from
nice takedown.
Ned. Follows him to the ground. Ground and pound. Pretty effective there. Lands a little bit of those strikes off of the full guard position. 2:15 remain in this opening round. Have to think this one's been a bit closer than some people might have thought, Jamie.
It has, yeah. Obviously, Highlight, sometimes he'll come out and he'll look really, really good, and sometimes he'll come out and look really bad. Same with Ned. They're both very inconsistent fighters. They'll be looking to get back in the win column. I think they're both on losses in the last fight. Oh, no, Ned won against Eddie in his last fight, but yeah, not much of a win. No offence, Eddie. But good top control play from Ned, getting plenty of control time and maybe to sway the judges for this round. Not been a rock or anything yet, so.
Highlight powers up from that. He was landing those twos very effectively. That straight was finding the chin of the number 8 contender. Head movement on Ned's side. Not really there. Lead hook lands once more. 60 seconds remain in the opening round.
I'm liking this from Highlight. He's not just jumping in.
Ooh. He's disrupting anything that Ned wants to do with that lead hook. That check left is kind of interrupting the combinations and kind of halting the momentum of young Cardi Global. Very great first round from Highlight, but look at this! One mistake can cost you. Here comes Ned! 10 seconds, can he get it done? Really shelling out all of the strikes to conclude the first set of 5 minutes.
And that first round will probably go to Ned now because of that.
What a tough ending to that opening round. Of course, have to believe, the most significant moments came courtesy of that big head kick on Highlight. 10-9 for Ned moving into the second set of 5 minutes. Problem is with not commentating so often, I feel so rusty whenever I get in the booth. It takes me like 4 fights to really get back into the groove. Second round upon us, touching gloves, Highlight and Ned. Big whiff to start things off from Ned.
Yeah, not a lot of significant strikes from Highlight, which shows he's been a lot more patient with what he throws, more 1 and 2s. But I think now he's into round 2, he's got a bit of a feel for Ned. He can start to throw a bit more, maybe throw a spinning head kick because he hasn't thrown one yet. Because Ned might not be thinking about it.
Potentially also frustrated from that rock at the end of the first round, right? He wants to get that one back. Big moment. Kick was caught from Ned.
But this is much better for my Highlight than last week. Oh,
big 2. Stumbles. Number 8 contender momentarily. 3:50 remain.
Oh, that's going straight through the block. Lovely movement from Highlight, though.
Ned does such... Yeah, sorry. Ned does a great job of whenever he stuns Highlight upstairs, he really digs to the midsection and goes to the body.
Yeah, he's doing really well staying out of there. And
Right on Sandman. This is low. This is low level. This is the second fight on the card. Of course, it's low level, my guy.
Oh, switch kick to the body.
Highlight! Highlight does it! Highlight does it! Young Cardi Global unconscious on the canvas. Wow! What a finish from the number 6 contender. 4 in his last 6 overall. Great job to get that uppercut KO.
Highlight says, you can call me low light all you want, but I'm going to low blow you in the face. What a finish. Oh my God.
Wow. That one is definitely a highlight reel KO for highlight, a guy who's struggled to find the finish in some situations, but really put it together here. Was at a bit of a disadvantage. That first round did go to net. I have to assume second round was closely contested, but when you find the shot and you select it right, your opponent goes to sleep. Art of War, more like racist. Okay. I like Art. Art seems like a nice guy.
Oh, I know that is now. I just realised that's not Sandman. I like Art. Enough of that. Agro's a place for fighting in UFC 4, not for slagging people off that are on Twitter, thank you. Anyway, highlight. They just come out and put all the naysayers to sleep. What a performance. Fun fact, I've just mid-round I messaged highlights saying no more strikes. You can start to get a bit more flashy strikes up the middle and he throws body shots. He throws a body shot to an uppercut and knocks him out. Literally perfect.
Onwards and upwards, I believe we are entering not the main card. We've got Sandman versus DJ Mikey B potentially.
You're correct on that one.
Perfect. Featured prelim of the evening is a great one between a former champion in Sandman and an all-time great in DJ Mikey B. Mikey B, the number 2 contender at 155, 11-7 overall, 4 in his last 5. Sandman making the debut on Xbox, 9-6 overall, coming off of a loss, but that was the only loss he's had in his last 5 outings. Great bout up here. I wish this was deeper into the card, but I know that Sandman, of course, has the time zone issues. We need to do his fights earlier just to give him that time of day. And you have to think, Jamie, the winner of this one could potentially be facing off against the undefeated Phenom, 13-0, Liam, the double champion. Wanger, welcome to the booth.
How are you going?
Oh, great. Could not be better. How are you?
What a beautiful shot from highlight there. Fuck, that was brilliant.
Oh, it was great setup as well. Not a strike that he'd thrown too much, right? He threw that lead hook a lot more often than the uppercut, and so when the uppercut came, Ned might not have been anticipating it, ducks right into it, wakes up in the hospital. This one, though, Wanger, what do you make of DJ Mikey B versus Sandman?
Calf cocaine.
Obviously, I have fired Mikey a lot. I think he's very good, but again, we know from Sandman he's a very, very aggressive grappler, and it'll be interesting to see how Mikey deals with that.
We saw Mikey deal with that against Yuri Thunderdome. Yuri came out with a wrestling-heavy approach in their very anticipated rematch and neutralized anything that Mike wanted to get. Mikey wanted to get off. Could see a similar duplication of that, Wanger.
I think so, yeah. And Mikey's had his spars with me and the legendary Chad, you know. He's been through enough wrestling camps, so I think he is enough to pull it off.
I have a feeling we're going to see a lot more striking from Sandman this fight. Especially after he's called his calf Kane Hickey. It looks exactly like Kane's calf.
Sandman does have stoppages via strikes on the record, not just... Oh! Big uppercut there. Temporarily backs up DJ Mikey B.
I think we're going to look at the same strategy Mikey usually has in his fights, is to pick away at the body sneakily early and let it accumulate into the later rounds.
Oh, you can see there, that might be the strat, landing with a lead roundhouse and really piecing up Sandman early. Oh! 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 Sandman knocks DJ Mikey B down! DJ Mikey B in a world of trouble early, Wanger.
Yeah, is he in a position where he maybe didn't expect this onslaught of striking from Sandman? Maybe he anticipated more grappling.
We see this a lot from Mikey. He gets
Potentially,
he gets caught by a big
combination partially blocked there. Oh! DJ Mikey B temporarily meets the canvas again, courtesy of a little bit of a trip. Big miss there from Sandman.
Oh, he's hurt again!
No, it wasn't. That wasn't a stun. That was a...
Oh.
In case anyone wanted to see the Discord on the stream, there you go. You saw it.
All my monitors are wrong. It's annoying.
Sandman tries that spinning elbow, partially blocked. Jumping knee, also blocked.
We see this a lot from Mikey. He gets caught at.
Oh! Right hook into that rear uppercut, floors DJ Mikey B. Mikey B not looking like himself in this one. Who knows? Is DJ Mikey B washed?
I wouldn't say washed. I just don't think he expected this type of striking from Sandman.
Oh, we caught him going for flying knee.
Mikey B in the pocket, always dangerous. Big axe kick blocked
trying
by...
to catch Mikey there with his signature axe kick.
I'm sharing the wrong screen to you guys, aren't I?
Yeah.
No, I'm watching it.
Am I sharing you the stream on screen? I am, aren't I?
So that window is going to be on the stream,
Yeah,
I believe.
I'll swap it in a sec for you.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
We see,
Sandman is putting on
put a lot of stamina out. So Mikey does survive and starts working that body like he is. It's a good turn.
Sandman has done a ton of damage, though. That head health on DJ Mikey B is really not looking good. A couple clean combinations could end the red corner's night.
It's one hook and Mikey blocks going.
Oh. Great little switch kick from Sandman. Oh! This has to be it. DJ Mikey B on the ropes. Ground and pound from Sandman. Can he get it done? Wow, Wenger, that's survivability. Smart stand up there by Sandman. DJ Mikey B gets up, but for how long? 5 seconds. Oh! Wow! What a first 5 minutes between DJ Mikey B and the debutant at Xbox 155, Critical Sandman.
Interesting to see what adjustments Mikey's gonna make for this round because he can't keep going the way he's going. I'd like to see him maybe work some more kicks in.
DJ Mikey B, the number 2 contender, still in that top 5, looking to get that title shot back, needs to make some serious adjustments. Oh, forget Sandman putting on a clinic. DJ Mikey B down again. That has to be it. No! The number 2 contender still trying to rally and stay in this fight. Have to always respect DJ Mikey B. Never goes down without trying his best. Out on the shield is how he prefers it. Sandman lands once again.
Is this it?
That has to be it. I don't see how DJ Mikey B can survive this much longer. That's it. What a stoppage. It was not a if, but a when Critical Sandman would get that one done. Seemed like he had all the momentum early. DJ Mikey B not getting started quick enough. Critical Sandman successful at 155. Steps in to the top 5.
Yeah, I think what we saw there was a perfectly executed game plan from Sandman. I think me, along with everyone, expected him to come out and, work his grappling, and I don't think Mikey was ready for the constant forward pressure, and he had to pay for that.
It might be playing into a bit of, obviously, Mikey been putting a lot of training time into the new Fight Night League, so maybe wasn't ready for
the
kicking and games and the spinning strikes that you get in UFC 4. I'll share the right screen for you, that might help. There you go. Up next we've got Dover versus Flecko.
The main card of Agro 51 begins now on PlayStation. Dova versus Flecko, Slayer of Dragons, number 4 at 155. Flecko, I believe debuting tonight, if I'm correct.
I think you are correct, yeah.
That ping is atrocious.
Yeah, it always is with Dover.
Dova, one of the nicest guys, really. I absolutely love talking to him. He's just a ball of energy. Anytime he pops into a stream or Snapchats, it's just his overall positivity flowing from him. Dova Blazin, has a lot of supporters wanting him to get his hand raised tonight.
Also a fantastic fight night player as well. He's done very well in the tournament and in his fight yesterday. He showed a great performance.
Always have to, of course, give some attention to Agro's other ventures. If you haven't followed Agro toe to toe, I believe is the Twitter at. Go head over, give him a follow. Putting on great shows. DJ Mikey B with a wonderful poster.
Hello.
Hello,
Highlight. Welcome. Congrats on such an insane finish.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
This one's going to be at PlayStation 155, of course. Slayer of Dragons looking to stay in the top 5. Dova, Blaze, and Watts to progress deeper into that division. But Flecko looking to disrupt the momentum. A little bit of a awkward touch of gloves there to get things started.
Interesting to see if there'll be any nerves on his debut from Flecko here. It's a much different environment from just fighting him ranked on your own.
Oh, big miss there from Dova. Leads into a check left from Flecko. Dova very patient through the first minute, letting Flecko throw strikes and make reads is what he seems to be doing. That blue corner, fighting with intelligence. Oh, big check left.
Standing nose to nose.
Oh! Dova
Oh!
having a bit more success.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh!
Sway back to sway back.
Flecko goes to the question mark. Kick not there. Dova wise to it. Big combination from Blazin.
Oh, overhand.
Big overhand lands from Flecko. I can hear highlight texting. I hope it's a good conversation.
Question mark keeps
Over.
being blocked twice.
Flecko needs to set that strike up. It is very significant when it lands, but when it doesn't, big stamina drain and leaves you for a lot of risk, Jamie.
Yes, it does. They're standing close and they're throwing kicks in while they're close, and I'm not sure if that's the best idea.
Dova is concluding a lot of combinations with leg kicks. An incredibly smart approach. Early, big pull back uppercut into that body.
Oh, beautiful. Now he needs to put the pressure on Dova here.
The footwork and the movement from these two is beautiful. Oh, there it is again.
Oh. Dova's chin getting tested early, holding up, though, for the most part. Flecko looking great in his debut.
Dova's done a lot of work on that lead leg as well.
And again, concludes with the leg kick. Oh, big oblique into that spinning head kick. Wanger, what do you make of this 1 through 4?
I think that obviously Dova's doing a good job of pressure, but Flecko's footwork is managing to counteract it. Although I would like to see, maybe to stop Dova's pressure, some kicks down the middle. Nice takedown there from Flecko just to seal out the end of the round.
30 seconds to work. If Flecko can get a little bit of ground and pound, could sway the scoring for this opening 5 minutes. It was very closely contested. Who knows what the judges are going to think. Big reversal, though, from Dova.
Straight back to... Oh, nicely countered.
Oh, wait, I didn't see what Rydog said.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, Jamie, tell me. I'm interested. I'm curious.
No, it was just him, for some reason, bullying out of war in the Agro chat.
You know, in terms of negativity, keep it away. Great first 5 minutes here between Flecko and Dova. Dova blazing, having some great combinations. Those leg kicks are lethal and will accumulate as the fight progresses. Flecko needs to start checking them.
And I think he needs to do something to negate the pressure, because Dova's really sticking it in his face here.
Oh! Dova slamming that shin deep into the left leg of Flecko. Have to think that that's going to be compromised very shortly, Winger.
Yeah, the pressure is... Dova's really starting to pick up the pace now.
Beautiful combination from Dova. Floors the debutante. Progresses right into side control. Good power up there from Flecko.
Oh, beautiful. Oh, that's great head movement from Flecko there, just to counteract the pressure again. See, that's that front kick. I'd like to see him go back to that more to keep Dove off him.
Yes. That push.
3:15 to work. Question mark again. Blocked by Dova. Dova not letting any. Oh! That one could have been bad. Cracked the dome of Dova a little bit. Leaned into that head kick. That's not what you want to do, Wanger.
No, that can be devastating.
Oh, but look at this. Big stun from Dova. Shoots for the takedown and gets it.
Is that Calvin Gastelum?
Who knows how hurt Flecko was? Maybe it was just a small stun. Maybe he's got a lot of head health. It is not really obvious to say. Dovo just wants that control time in this second round.
And I also think Dova maybe would have shot there because he has to be cautious of his stamina here. Flecko's head movement has been brilliant after being rocked, and the last thing Dova can afford to do is throw 4 or 5 strikes out there into the wind.
Here comes a submission attempt. Seems like the submission defense if Flecko is on point, but Dova,
now.
Tracking is getting better as this goes on. Unsure if he has a stamina advantage or not, but that blue bar is progressing very quickly. Don't think he's going to get this one, but if he tries again, he might be able to
Shades of Morbid here.
Oh, wait a second. Oh, that's it! That's it! Dova blazing taps out Flecko. In the debut, the Slayer of Dragons has claimed another 4-5 overall, 3 in his last 5. That top 5 155er has got a big fight ahead of him.
Beautiful performance there.
Can't believe he just got Peruvian necktie.
And that was all because of a stun into a great level change. Dova Blazin knew what he wanted to do and got that finish. What a tap out from the green-haired incumbent.
Fun fact for you guys, there's only one other person in Agro who's got a Peruvian necktie. Can you guess who it is?
Is it you, maybe?
Maybe. We're flying through this. For 45 minutes in, we've done like 5 fights.
Moving and grooving. Here is TK Fro versus Keza. I thought Joker was fighting, but I believe Fro is stepping in on short notice.
You are.
Is this Fro out of retirement for what, the 4th time now, is it?
Yeah, I believe so.
Pro MMA, 13-7 overall on a 3-fight losing streak, could be 16-4. Not having a lot of success with that retirement, unretirement. Seems that Fro needs to focus a little bit if he wants to get back to who he is, a champion.
How do you spell Peruvian necktie or whatever it is?
Peruvian, and then necktie is kind of self-explanatory.
I know how to do that one. Wait, how do you spell Peruvian again?
Peruvian.
Yeah,
Peruvian.
Oh yeah, nice one.
Did you just Google it?
No, I think it's
No.
Oh, are you doing the? I think he's doing the Twitter. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, highlight. I always appreciate you.
Thank you.
Well done, low light.
Not on the low today. Maybe the last few performances I was, but
Bro looking to snap a 3-fight skid. Keza looking to break into 170 in a big way. Keza 3-1 overall, looking to make it 4-1 to stop the number 8 contender at 170. Does anyone see what the Fro? What was that?
Yeah, it happens all the time.
Fro's in the Matrix. Good respect shown at the beginning. Let's see if they touch gloves. They do not. Fro getting into it. Keza.
nice little teep.
Expect to see some spinning shit from Fro. There you go.
There you go.
Knees, elbows, and spinning elbows.
Oh. Fro eating some shots early, chin getting cracked.
Ooh.
Oh, beautiful. Oh, he's down.
It could be over.
Goes down early. Keza looking to get the early finish against the former champion. This would be a big name on the resume. Keza stands Fro back up.
Oh!
Fro, big miss there. Axe kick opened him up for some serious counter strikes.
See, this is the issue I think Fro has is he rocks someone, but he comes after him with these big power shots, and before he knows it, he's whiffed 2 or 3 of them, and his stamina is so low.
Keza doing a great job of just finding those combinations as Fro is trying to get going. Oh, massive overhand from Keza. Not really doing a lot of cage cutting, more of following Fro, but it is working. Fro tries the level change, not there.
If Fro needs to be careful here, his head health is very low, especially if he wants to go into the later rounds.
I think Keza should maybe headhunt a little less. Go to the body. Oh! Beautiful combination from the former 145 champion. That block is consistently broken for Fro. Not really a place that you want to be. Big miss from Keza. Oh!
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 Again!
Same combination.
Fro determined to end the 3-fight losing streak. He wants to win tonight. Just under 90 seconds remain in this opening round. And Fro is rocked! Here comes Keza! Oh! Big judo throw right there, Wenger.
Yeah, choosing what I think is the safe option here. He should probably just try right out the rest of the round down here.
Oh, this is some intense ground and pound. Fro regains half guard. Keza postures up from this position. This is not looking good, but Fro gets the position reversal.
Beautiful. Stands
Fro
it back up.
chooses to stand even with that low head health. Keza maybe looking to throw one more big shot. Oh. First 5 minutes were electric between Fro MMA and Keza. This 170 bout has everything you want in it. Seconds out of 5 minutes. Wenger, what do you make of this one?
I think the accumulation of damage on Fro's head should be a problem for anyone else, but Fro can knock anyone down at any time. Oh, he's hurt again!
Keza looking for the finish, knocks the former champ down. Oh!
Oh, I think it's over.
Fro somehow still in it, in survival mode.
If I'm Fro, I'm taking this down.
Big head kick lands for the champion. Miss right there. Keza could have ended it. Oh! That's it. That has to be it. Keza drops Fro, puts him in this position. The ground and pound is intense, but Fro somehow survives. Side saddle for Keza. Elbows, those are short on the inside, but are impactful. Fro's guard, not really there anymore. Great grappling from Keza, just sort of flowing with what Fro's trying to do. Fro does get the reversal, though. Former champ, belly on knee, or knee on belly. Postures up, trying to do the belly on knee. Former champ trying to stand. This is exactly what Fro needs. Time to recover. You can see that head health is still blinking, still ringing. Is the dome. Needs to calm down and be composed, right? This is a former champion. He has been there in the deep waters. He can come back from it, but not when you're getting reversed like that, Wenger.
Yeah, Keza, I was about to say, Keza's not putting any significant damage in on the ground, and he has Fro hard on the feet.
Oh! Fro down again. Keza, that's it!
It's all over!
Big uppercut late midway through the second round sends Fro into a 4-fight skid. Keza announcing himself at 170, jumping into the top 10, 4-1. What a clinic. Fro had a few moments, some great moments on the ground, reversing the position, but this was all Keza. Wow.
Whatever about Fro's record, though, he never brings a boring fight. He needs credit for that.
That's true.
Absolutely insane to see someone as talented as Fro. Again, a former champion, multiple-time champion at 145. Now on this interesting point in his career. Hope he's doing all right. Moving onwards and upwards to the next bout of the evening. We've got Guy Ganja versus Smoggy at PlayStation 170. Potentially. While we are waiting to get this one up, Wenger, I want to get your take on Alexander Volkov versus Cyril Gane.
Oh, I think it has potential to be a decent fight, or probably the most boring fight this year. So, you have two real technical strikers together. It can turn into an Izzy Romero situation or a Max Holloway versus Dustin Poirier situation. I think the later it goes, though, the Gane's better chances to win the fight are there. The longer it goes, the more I would root towards Gane.
Have to agree with you. Interesting analysis. Gane did show that he's very patient, not somebody who's going to rush out and be aggressive as typical at that 265 division. But Volkov, a guy who starts quick and such a talented striker. I don't think Cyril Gane has faced an opponent who has the ability and technique of Drago. I personally think that Gane might get put away. However, Gane also a sparring partner rather for Francis Ngannou, so he's used to feeling that power.
Yeah, and even it's an underrated card tonight. I think people are kind of writing it off. There's some great fights on it.
Full of other notable.
The card that everyone says is the worst is always one of the best.
True, yeah.
Big bantamweight fight between Raoni Barcelos and Timur Valiev. I'm mispronouncing those names, but Barcelos is truly a beast. I loved watching his last fight, so technical, downward elbow. If you don't follow him on Twitter, please do. He put a breakdown of that fight and just the techniques that Barcelos was implementing. He is 34, so it's getting late in the game for Barcelos. I am really hoping that the UFC pushes him a bit quicker because that guy has everything that you want in a contender. Andre Touchy-Feely taking on Cub Swanson's son, Daniel Pineda. Pineda, also 35. If he wants to make a run for anything, he's going to have to do something big. Dirty Bird Tim Means also appearing on tonight's card against Nicholas Dalby. Dalby, a Cage Warriors veteran, I believe, had some success over across the pond, making it into the UFC and had some beautiful performances. Hanato Moicano, 14-4, 32 years of age. To Moicano, Jai Herbert, Francisco Trinaldo's son, 33, 6'1" for him. Slight height advantage and reach 5 inches in that opening to the main card. Preliminary card, Kennedy Nizcheku versus Danilo Marquez. Let's see, who else is on this?
Can't wait for that fight.
One thing I want to get your opinion on, Wenger, real quick. Justin James versus Charles Rosa. Justin James on a 3-fight losing streak bet his entire purse. Him, his cornerman, everybody in his camp bet all of the money that they would potentially win, that James will be successful tonight. I need to know what you think of that.
You're not really?
I am dead serious.
I think he is a madman, but fair play to him. If he has that much confidence in his ability, I hope he does well.
I pray that Justin James gets it done tonight. Charles Rosa, Boston Strong, very talented grappler. Didn't look like much against Bryce Mitchell. Of course, and that one got dominated for most of those 15 minutes, but James
After talking a lot in the build-up, too.
Yeah. That was a tough performance for Rosa, but looked okay in his next couple fights. Unsure what his record looks like now, if he's on any streak or someone. I know he won one recent fight, didn't look impeccable in it, but that wrestling threat against a striker in James is concerning. James largely controlled, I believe, in his last fight. So, I don't know, maybe betting that much might come back to bite him.
It's not the worst thing ever losing to Bryce Mitchell, though. He's extremely talented.
Oh, absolutely.
And it might be the added motivation that James needs. That's the other thing, too, you know?
Definitely.
Thompson in the Twitch chat, am I still fighting? I hope you are, Thompson. Would be a pleasure to call your fight. This is the only aggro card that I will be calling for a very long time. So it would be good to have my man Thompson on it.
Thompson up there with one of the fan favorites, the same as Fro, always brings a good fight.
I believe we've got a fight between We're looking at something.
Ganja,
I don't recognize these
Ganja
games.
versus Dougie. It's Guy
Who
Ganja
versus
versus Dougie.
Ganja versus Dobby?
Dougie. Ryan Doug.
Oh. Dobby from Harry Potter? Doug versus Smog, PlayStation 170 bout as we continue through the main card. A lot of guys using that sort of strongman position, the pre-fight taunt. Agro 50, look at that! Smoggy representing Agro with the ink. Of course, last card was an impeccable one. Here he comes opening up with some strikes.
Ganja in the black shorts, Ryan in the red. Oh! Move his way back.
Oh, big overhand.
Ryan Dougie eating some shots early in this first 30 seconds. Smoggy being aggressive.
It's Ganja, not Smoggy.
Oh, sorry.
That was last week.
I was looking at the card. I saw Smoggy and said Smoggy. But Guy Ganja, returning, of course, was away from the scene for a little bit, sharpening the skills. And here he is, trying to make a return appearance. Why is this your last card commentating? Because of my work schedule. I work Saturdays and have zero time to do aggro. Commentate other leagues. So if you want to hear me, head over there. Ryan Dougie landing in the pocket. These guys are trading winger.
Yeah, they're going at it like two guys outside a bar here.
Whoever wins doesn't get to pay the tab. Loser picks up the check. Oh! Guy Ganja landing with those 1-2s. Good head move in the pocket. Gets touched up there by Ryan Dougie.
Oh!
Dougie knocks down Guy Ganja.
Looks like they want a check. That was called Fight of the Night. Wow.
Guy Ganja lands that check left on Dougie. Dougie returns fire.
Jesus Christ.
Ooh.
About 3
Oh! Guy Ganja floors Ryan Dougie momentarily. That head health is blinking for the red corner. Here comes Guy
he's hurt
Ganja.
again.
Guy Ganja knocks down Dougie again.
He's got to watch that stamina, though. He's overexerting himself, throwing all these combos, trying to knock him down.
Absolutely agree with you, Wanger. Guy Ganja needs to be composed, but it's hard to stay composed when your opponent is as hurt as Ryan Dougie is. Oh! Oh! Is this it? Can Dougie get Guy Ganja out of there? Wow, what an electric fight through 4. Dougie trying to fight his way back in and does, but again, the head health on his side is at a disadvantage, Wanger.
Yeah, it looks like these guys are going to be asking you for their 50 Gs, Jamie, after this fight.
Oh! Ryan Dougie almost out of this. Ganja only needs a strike. Oh! Dougie reverses the position. Guy Ganja in a terrible spot here late in the round.
Nice to nail. He wouldn't have had chance anyway, but nice to nail from Ganja. I think these two are going to be asking for medical bills more than going to be asking for Fight of the Night check. The thumbs are going to be worn out.
I hope you're not like Dana White, because he won't give them medical care. What a stupid comment by Dana, though. What other job pays for healthcare for the rest of your life? I make kitchens, Dana. I don't have Francis Ngannou trying to punch me in the face. It's a bit different.
Interesting thing to note, Combate Global, actually, no, Bare Knuckle Fighting has a pension plan for their fighters. So BKFC is taking care of their
Great to
fighters
see.
after they retire.
Also, after signing Blueface on to have a fight, as far as I saw.
Diego Sanchez also might be appearing in the bare knuckle promotion, sort of to the chagrin of many fans who are concerned about his mental health. Getting punched without gloves probably isn't going to do much for him.
No, I'd rather cry myself into my pillow than watch Diego Sanchez fight again.
Oh, he's hurt! Oh, oh! Ryan Dougie! Oh, Cole Giganja sends him to space with a massive overhand.
Good night.
Wow. Talk about a fire fight. Ryan Dougie gets scorched. Giganja absolutely on fire right now.
Oh, and he tried to sway back into it too. Oh, wow. What a beautiful shot.
Eyes roll back into the head. He is in a different dimension right there.
He can have a chat to Jorge Masvidal while he's in that.
I think the next fight is K5 Fired versus Thompson MMA at 170 over on the Xbox console. Unsure if that's happening. I'm seeing justice for Thompson in the chat. I personally would love to see that fight be contested. K5 Fired, a champion for a week. He has experience holding the belt. Wasn't long. He is
K5 is fighting X-Bit apparently.
Yes, correct. Rematch from the old title.
Why is he fighting X-Bit? X-Bit's fighting Tadpole.
X-Bit just got.
Is that it?
No, Tadpole had to pull out. Oh.
Okay. Why would we take Thompson out then? Just scrap X-Bit versus Tadpole.
Don't worry about Thompson. It's not something I can say on stream. But there's a reason.
K5 Fired versus X-Bit. Number 1 versus number 2. 6-5 overall for the number 1 contender. X-Bit 5-6. 4 in his last 5 is number 2. Number 1, 3 in his last 5, of course. Last fight being a loss to the double champion in Liam Wenger. What do you make of this matchup?
Yeah, it's going to be a real interesting one. But this is a rematch, is it?
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah, they fought for the 170 belt. Obviously, K5 pulling off that armbar in round 2.
Okay, I missed that one. Again, I fought X-Bit, and he's no easy night out. He's very if you've ever played chess against someone who's picking up the game, they play very unorthodox. They're not the moves you'd expect to see. And playing X-Bit's the exact same. He can just pull an overhand out of his arse from somewhere where you don't expect it.
Each guy with very creative calves. You can see the snake head for K5 looking to send some venom over to Bobby Light Do You, the Dynamite with the blue hair and blue shorts, loving the chain around the neck. Not something I would personally fight with in the cage, Wenger, but hey, X-Bit makes it work.
Yeah, I mean, you have to look good, you know? Oh, X-Bit choosing to go with the boxer powerhouse. Seems like he's just going to come and try and take K5 out early.
Balance Virtuoso. Seems that K5 wants to have a more patient approach and select the shots. Seeing a lot in the Twitch chat. This 170 bout has title implications potentially for X-Bit. Don't think K5 Fired would get the rematch if he is successful. Of course he is. Would only be 1 fight removed from losing the belt. Might need to defend it again against maybe Kane Hickey potentially.
Wow.
Matchmaking on the fly.
I know.
What is this new calf?
K5 Fired with the Mario a little bit.
I think it's a Lorax impression.
How do people do this kind of stuff?
Once I never lose my reign for the best calf, I don't mind.
K5
and that won't
clinches
happen
up
for a very long time.
Gets that full type plum, goes to have to land some strikes inside that clinch position. Phone booth fighting is always fun to watch. X-Bit got the worst of it in that exchange, Wenger.
Yeah, I'd like to, especially with the archetype he's after picking, I'd like to see X-Bit move into the pocket and really let his hands go. because stamina-wise, those boxers can't hold up long. He needs to try get K5 out early here.
It's a weird decision from Bobby considering he got submitted round in the round by K5 to go with boxer with the low sub defense.
Oh, low kick stumbles K5 there momentarily.
But after knocking Kane Hickey out, you can't blame him, can you?
Oh, great takedown defense.
And Kane Hickey has actually never lost inside the Agro octagon. He is 18-0. Oh!
Big knee.
K5 really coming alive. I like this striking from XBit, right? 1 strike, 2 strikes, just kind of keeping K5 against the octagon and pressuring him. That has got to be exhausting for the red corner. Big front kick, though, return.
XBit's takedown defense has been on point so far tonight. Almost seems like he knows K5 is looking for the takedown, and after every one he defends, he's taunting him as if to say, is that it?
These guys have shared the octagon before, spent some minutes with each other. 1-1 is the existing history, so pretty even, and that is what we're seeing right now, Wenger. Closely contested action.
K5's got to get his back off this belt, circle out of the cage. What he's doing now is just letting Bobby drain him.
And especially he's getting hit by, what is it, those 4.5 star punch power from the boxer powerhouse?
Yeah, exactly. And obviously Bobby's got a much better chin, that's a nice takedown. Powerhouse was 5-star chin.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Armbar here, doesn't have a lot of time to work with it. 15 seconds, not going to see the submission, but downloading some data.
Trying to get him back. Wasn't the best sub offense.
Great first round there from XBit. He seemed to come in and execute the game plan that you'd assume he would. Pressure, pressure, pressure.
Not too many significant moments, but so much volume from the blue corner. Have to imagine XBit's going to get right back to it. K5, a little bit worse for wear in the cardio department, Winger.
Oh,
Oh! You can see, though, K5 gets the stun and just starts winging punches. Needs to think about the shots a little bit more before he throws them. Big front kick, though.
He has him hurt and he still backs himself up.
because he can't afford to stand in the pocket with XBit, because if he gets hit once, he's rocked.
It's a beautiful work from Bobby just to keep it where he wants it. A lot of this fight's been after them two black lines in the cage. There it is again, look, K5 backs up. It's like he's T Woodley, but at least he's throwing at least. There it is again, flying knee.
Me again!
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Wow, shoots the takedown again. Great level change from K5, looking to ground and pound, potentially get XBit out of here courtesy of a TKO. XBit regains that full guard.
I think K5 should probably look to just hold the position here now.
K5 looking for that arm triangle, potentially the submission attempt once again. Downloading more data, processing Wenger. He just wants to see the reactions to improve the tracking.
Christ.
Yeah.
You're the submission guy here, Jamie. What do you think of that?
I think it might just be a control time thing from K5. I hope it is. I think that's the look. Yeah, I'm not sure what that really was. The full stamina arm triangle is never going to happen. Because it's not. It's probably the
Not
worst
high
sub in the
Gracie-esque then, no.
game. No, it's one of the worst subs in the game. It's very hard to get, even if you've got no stamina. I don't think he even had the stamina advantage. I don't know what that thought was for him. Maybe just get some control time in. Which isn't a bad idea because he's ahead this round. With the two flying knees.
Oh, Still a minute 20 left to work. Xpit can find some shots and steal this round away. A lot of time for that blue corner. Getting some knees in the clinch here and some uppercuts.
K5.
Oh,
Xpit is
K5.
slowly starting to creep up with that stamina advantage now.
Oh!
He's hurt again.
Oh!
Oh!
K5's going to pull it off again.
This
Lower
could be
one.
it. Xpit somehow survives K5 in half guard.
K5 now just decided. I've told him off for backing up all this fight and it's worked out for him. Oh, maybe.
Oh!
This could be
Oh,
trouble.
lovely from Bobby.
Oh!
Oh!
Oh! That's it! That's it! Xpit finishes K5 with a second left in the second round. Big overhand on his way down. Sends him to sleep winger.
Digging his grave, Tito Ortiz style.
Wow.
Holy shit.
What a finish that was. K5 largely controlled that second round, but gets absolutely slapped.
He didn't
the end
even
of it.
let him touch the canvas.
Wow.
Gave him one before he even hit it.
Number one contender crumples. Xpit steps into the spotlight. 6-6 overall. 6 in his last 7, I believe.
Book the trilogy next week. We need it.
I was about to say this could lead into a very interesting trilogy.
Oh, gee.
Would love to see the judges' scorecard and the statistics for this one if both gentlemen can stay in. That has got to be one of the. We don't see that too often, Jamie.
No, you don't. Jesus.
K5 got a little pedestrian at the end of that second round, and it cost him. Did suggest that holding right there could have been the smart decision, but no, wants to stand and. I don't know, you make mistakes and you live to regret them, or in K5's case, you sleep to dream about them.
Yeah, it was.
Beautifully
I've
put.
got the scorecard up now. Pretty equal. Xpit landed a lot more than.
A lot of control time. Oh, the judges' scorecard, not just the fight stats. Oh well, I have to imagine that K5 probably got that first one and was on his way to winning that second round. What a comeback from Xpit to win that one. Moving on, the next fight on Agro 51 will be MMA Callum versus Bernie in a special 5-round co-main event.
There's been a lot of trash talk going on between these two guys. It's going to be interesting to see if they can live up to it.
Yeah.
This is a massive opportunity for both competitors, not something you see too often. Of course, these 5-round co-main events only created, of course, because the Leon Edwards and Nate Diaz. Seeing it now in Agro replicated.
We'll just have to wait a couple of minutes because Owen is literally running from it. His bus got delayed. He's literally running down his street now to get home.
He said, "What? The bus driver just sat the bus idle for about 5 minutes."
Yeah, to be fair, we don't usually go through 10 fights in like an hour and 17 minutes, so
Yeah.
can't moan too much. I haven't actually received a message back from Callum about anything for a while. It'd be a travesty if this fight didn't happen. I know Callum is here. This fight has a lot of high stakes in 45. Could decide the next title challenger.
Also high stakes because of the personal beef between these two guys. It's certainly the trash talk that goes on in Agro is usually friendly, but these two guys don't like each other.
This card has been crazy. We barely got into round. I don't think we got into round 3. It's crazy. Hopefully these two can go to war, come out, and maybe be friends. Not that happens much on the old UFC 4. Who have you got in this one, Wenger? Biases
I
aside.
don't. I think Owen will take it, but again, I have my biases.
You've got a back. You got a back?
Of course.
If Callum wins this, we'll blame it all on the bus driver.
Very true.
There be no bias from me on commentary. I'll try not to be.
No, I'm gonna be like DC every time Khabib fights. You know, I'm gonna have to put
Or
it all aside.
Or when Conor fights and Joe Rogan's.
Talking about this fight, number 4 and number 3 in the division, Bernie 3-0. Similarly, Callum 3-0. Somebody has to lose tonight. This is an impeccable top 5 matchup. Big shout out to Nick. Believe, of course, he's the matchmaker putting these together. No smarter fight to make in the top 5 at PlayStation 145 than this one. Would love to see it soon.
This fight's gonna be a war. We've made it found right just because of the hype that these two put behind it.
Let's see who's all talking. Let's see who can back it up.
Ooh.
So it won't be long, boys.
I have to think while we are waiting for this fight to get going, let's just talk through Agro 51. What's occurred so far? Dova versus Flecko. What a great Peruvian necktie that was. Dova really impressed me in that. Got touched up a little bit, but showed that he has the ability to bite down on the mouthpiece and grind when he's in those deep water situations. Top 5 155 are hoping that he pulls something big in his next outing. Guy Ganja versus Ryan Dougie. Of course, that one's going to be a highlight reel for the ages. Ganja getting the finish by way of a big KO. Not something that we typically saw in his first run in Agro, right? More of a grappler. Some would say a quote-unquote cheeser, but that was a great striking performance from him, Winger.
Yeah, it was a beautiful overhand he landed, if I'm correct in remembering.
Of course, DJ Mikey B getting slept was not something that anyone anticipated from the debutant at 155, Sandman. Great striking. That was, as we talked about, something that I don't think DJ Mikey B saw coming entirely. When you get Sandman, a guy who has won belts on other consoles, courtesy of, submission excellence and prowess, when he comes out swinging and standing and trading, you can't really be prepared. You're off your game, and then you get clipped and you get caught and you get put to the hospital. Exactly what happened. Have to think that taking out the number 2 contender puts you either at title contention or against a fight with you, Winger.
He can come see me. I don't mind. Like, it's I'll put it this way: if he comes and tries to stand up with me, it won't end well for him. So he's gonna have to go back to shooting for the legs.
Wenger Ball, of course, 4-2, the number 1 contender, riding a 2-fight win streak. Wenger, looking ahead, there is only one person standing in your way from capturing that gold and having the title around your waist, Liam. What do you make of him and his success in the organization, and how do you feel that you match up against the champion?
Well, I mean, obviously he's pound for pound number 1 double champ for a reason, but I definitely, when the time comes, we will fight. I won't make it easy. I can't say I win, but it certainly won't be an easy night out for him.
Either
I
way,
hope.
looking forward. All Wenger wants is a show. He wants to have some back and forth with a double champ. Have to imagine he would. Wenger, truly an elite competitor in this organization. And you are, of course, on the pound-for-pound list yourself, coming in at the bottom, of course, but still present on that upper echelon of competitors.
Yeah, I'm finally starting to get back into my groove. I had again, my losses have aged pretty well. They're to Tadpole and Wavy, so that's nothing to be embarrassed about. 2 top-level guys, so hopefully I can keep my run going.
Unsure, Jamie, if we have an update on Bernie and MMA Callum. I don't know who is not ready. I think this is Callum, of course, that we're watching right now. That would mean that he is, of course, stationed at the console. Seems that Bernie is the one that is a little bit lacking in the timeliness department.
Yeah, we had the issue that his brother had taken his UFC 4 disc to his stepdad's house, but he has resolved that issue by jumping on a different PlayStation.
There we go. Talking about PlayStation at 145, ahead of Bernie and Emma McCallum, there are only champions. Former champ Agro Nick, former champ That Guy Jamie, and of course the current champion, the double champion, Morbid Mad Lad. This is a murderer's row of three guys who, if you get to them, you might regret it. You might go to sleep in several different ways. Courtesy of a knockout, courtesy of a submission. Bernie and Emma McCallum have their work cut out for them if they do progress past the other.
Yeah, the next two
Go on,
fights
Jamie.
are both going on to probably fight Morbid Mad Lad, so he's got a busy next 15 minutes of fights, two fights that have a huge implication in the two biggest and most stacked divisions on PlayStation, and both looking to fight the same guy. So
And I know there's been Barney's been very expressive about his willingness to fight Morbid and how he feels he matches up really well with him. So that'd be an interesting fight to see.
Trying to find other ways to kill time on the mic, and I am running out, boys, which means we're going to go back to the UFC card occurring later today, and talking about a couple more fights that are potentially appearing.
There
But
is a
before that,
tasty welterweight fight actually on the prelims.
You referencing Warley Alves versus Jeremiah Wells, I imagine.
One right above it.
Shavkat Rakhmonov versus Michel Prazeres. Shavkat, of course, massive height advantage, 6'1" to Michel's 5'5", 77 inches of reach, 267.5. That is almost a 10-inch reach advantage. Shavkat towering the undefeated 26-year-old against the 39-year-old, the aged Michel Prazeres, obviously in the twilight of his career, but 26-3 overall. This man has not tasted defeat too often, Wenger.
No, this is going to be the fight now where Shavkat can, obviously he has a lot of hype behind him, and this is going to be the fight where he shows if he can hang with the top guys. I think potentially if he wins this, we might see him against, because actually that works perfect with the Kevin Lee fight being off. Shavkat versus Sean Brady would be a great fight if he can get through it.
Of course, the Sean Brady fight and Kevin Lee did that. Fell apart, unfortunately. That's tragic.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I was really looking forward to that fight.
While we're still killing time, might as well talk about a few other things occurring in the UFC 4 esports landscape in the next several weeks. Here we go! Will self-advertise for 1 moment. The Bain Invitational, July 7th, starting at 2 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. 12 of the best competitors.
For this. Free
No.
promo as a charge, brother.
Free commentary. That's better.
I suppose. I'll let you off.
Callum versus Bernie, top 5 at PlayStation 145, undefeated, 3-0 on both sides. Wenger, the 5-round co-main event is upon us.
I can't wait. I'm hyped. Let's go. Let's see who can put their money where their mouth is.
Somebody has to fall. We got Eve Levine, the third man in the octagon.
That's it.
I love that saying.
Will we get some respect shown? No. Touch of gloves not there. Oh.
Real aggressive early from Barney.
Big spinning kick lands in the midsection of Callum. Callum, a little bit pedestrian in these opening couple seconds, needs to get a little bit more on the gas.
Callum said he was going to come out and meet Owen in the middle and put on the pressure that Owen couldn't deal with.
Ooh.
Beautiful elbow there. You'd have to think there's so much riding behind this fight just in terms of name value and pride. Is there going to be any nerves between the two?
Will say one thing that I just realized. This is, of course, only a 15-minute, not the 5-round co-main that we were, of course, thinking. But either way, it's probably not going to go 15 anyways.
Nice leg kick.
Oh! Callum really touching up the chin of Bernie in this opening 5 minutes. Ooh, shoots for the ankle, does not get it. Bernie takedown defense is on point for the red corner.
It's hard to talk and not be biased. This is hard. Me knowing I've worked a lot this week for this fight. So it's obviously hard to stay neutral. Oh. Nice sidestep from Callum. They said that
Bernie really
pushed Callum
utilizing
back, but Callum is dealing well with the pressure, slipping that.
good elbows from Bernie in this opening round. Really like how he's integrating them into the combinations. That spinning kick lands again.
Some great head movement from Bernie here.
That left leg of Callum is getting concerning. A little bit lower in the health stats, but big offering right there, partially blocked from Bernie.
It's a great takedown from Callum. Let's see if he can get some work and damage in here.
Oh, good little groundwork to the midsection there from Callum. Bernie being patient, knows that he doesn't want to, be all out on the ground, right? You don't just shoot for a transition and try to get it immediately. You feint. You try to mix it up just like that.
An advanced position into side control. Can he get some damage off here?
30 seconds remain. Bernie looking to make an impression. Get up denied.
good work from Owen in round 1. Nice and takes a fast transition to half guard. And good first round for Owen. I believe he takes that round with the leg kicks.
Competitive round though from both guys. Both showed some good things.
Very competitive.
These guys are where they are in the division for a reason.
Lovely.
Second round is upon us. Callum misses, but sticks one right there.
Oh, the leg kicks there.
Oh!
I mean,
Forces the switch stance.
Oh, he gets
Oh,
caught.
but look at this!
Oh, lovely. Oh!
Oh, he's dropped! Callum momentarily knocks Bernie down. Here comes the ground and pound. Will this be it? It's getting close. Bernie survives.
Owen stands it back up.
Wow.
It's like,
In a moment
it's
where
like when
Callum
someone
had
gets
so much
knocked, like,
success.
the power goes up. Everyone noticed? It's crazy.
Callum, when stunned, goes aggressive and forward. All offense, not a ton of defense when he's in those vulnerable positions.
Oh!
Gets the lead uppercut. This is bad for Bernie.
In some dangerous waters here. Can Callum pick up some momentum?
Oh! Owen!
Oh!
Right back!
Here comes Bernie, pouring it on. Callum is stunned bad, stumbling, eats a huge head kick. Bernie does not have the stamina to get it done right there.
What a war.
The block is looking pretty okay on each competitor's side, but that left leg is so compromised. Oh! Big chopping kick from Bernie.
There's so much movement. Oh! Jesus. I'm not invested in watching it. It's hard to commentate it.
Perfect teep right there from Callum. Oh, big jumping knee.
Partially.
Wanger, this second round has had a ton of back and forth.
Yeah, what a momentum switch. Callum really put it on him there hard for a couple of minutes, but Bernie's responded well.
90 seconds remain in this second set of 5 minutes. Callum mixing it up, going to the body, dipping down, and then going upstairs. Oh. Level change from Bernie. Gets the big double leg slam.
I think he just needs to try put in some work here and get back into his corner now, because that he went through some uh, tough tribulations there.
This is smart from Owen. Get control
Yeah.
that time at the end of the round. Oh, from the break, just winging hooks. We're in for an exciting third round.
Should have been 5.
They ain't gonna make it.
The combinations from Callum in the pocket were impeccable, landing with the hooks and transitioning nicely into those uppercuts. And that big axe kick momentarily dropped the number 3 contender. Each guy's record is on the line as we approach the final 5 minutes. Would be a shame if this goes to a decision, of course, as this was originally sanctioned to be a 5-round co-main event. I guess that was forgotten by whoever was hosting this one.
Yeah, there'll be a
And
mistake.
I think this is as even as we can get. Their stamina is almost identical. Their head health is almost identical.
Ooh.
They both have a round each, in my opinion. This is going to be an interesting third round.
Everything to play for. That left leg is the most compromised part of either fighter's bodies. If I'm Bernie, I'm getting back up and slamming my shin into it some more.
Nice denial from Callum. Nice denial from Owen. It's like the most 50-50 fight I've ever watched in my life.
Yeah. 2 high level guys here.
An absolutely great showing for the top 5 of PlayStation 145. These guys are giving it their all in the co-main event. Bernie needs to change the positions, cannot do it right there. Midway through this third and final round, and Bernie getting controlled by Callum. Wanger, what does he need to do to get back to the feet?
I think he needs to recover his guard and do the combination of faking your guard once, and then he should be able to get up or try reverse him. But Callum is playing very smart here. He's not posturing up and giving no much chance to reverse him. Seems like he wants to just ride out this round to a decision.
Really dominant third round here for Callum up until this point. Through 3 minutes, he has just been controlling the undefeated number 3 contender. Interesting that he chose to stand and trade through 10 minutes. Oh, good denial right there. Bernie, can he get back to the feet? No. Oh,
Choosing to stand up.
might be a poor decision right there. Will Callum live to regret that? 1 minute, 10 seconds remain. Bernie needs a stoppage to win this one and stay undefeated. Bernie getting touched up. Callum throwing. Callum stuns Bernie. This is not looking good for the number 3 contender. Bernie tries the flying knee. Not there. Eats a big right hand for his troubles. Have to imagine that we'll see this one potentially run back later down the line. This has been an impeccable fight, and Callum goes for the level change to secure the W. Again, frustrating that this isn't 5 rounds.
Yeah, shame.
I don't know. I mean, you can't say it doesn't count, but it is what it is. Great work right there from Callum throughout this entire fight, mixing up the strikes and going everywhere he needs to. Got a couple knockdowns courtesy of some creative striking. He got it. What? Bernie remains undefeated. Callum's 3-0 record has been snapped. Number 3 in the division will stay. What? Very interesting. That was what is the judging? What is the judging on that? Would love to see it. The knockdown didn't. I don't. That is very confusing. Is it- What's more significant than a knockdown, though? And the control time that he had. Interesting. Again, would like to see the judge's scorecard. Give me judge's scorecard. Give me the judge. Por favor. It's literally just one click of R1 and we'll be there. You can do it. It's so close. Please, for the love of God, click R1. I think it was the robbery. I think it was a robbery. Let's get if they want an interview, yeah, get them in here while we're waiting for the judge's scorecard to be moved on to. Again, it's one click of R1. Just do it. Just tap it for me. Thank you. 29-28. Okay. Unanimous decision. 2 rounds to 1. Interesting. X man-child man X in the Twitch chat is asking for the interview.
29-28 across the board.
I personally still don't agree. Which I think is counts because of the knockdown. And that was like an evenish round and then the knockdown. And then actually, hold on, go back to round 2 real quick. Because I want to see the control time that he had. I get that effective striking is like the number one thing in the game, but okay,
Very
yeah, pretty even.
minimal
3 strikes.
from Callum there.
Okay, the 1 takedown on Bernie's side. But again, 2 stuns and the knockdown, to me, edges out 5 strike differential and a single takedown. Especially when it was only for 40-something seconds.
It's certainly not a robbery.
It's closer. It's closer to a robbery than it isn't in my mind. I'm not saying it's a. I don't know. I still feel strong that that's Callum. Either way, onwards and upwards. Unsure who wanted the interview. They are not in the Discord, and we have to keep the show going to the main event of the evening. Dylan versus Super McNasty for the PS 155 interim belt. Morbid Mad Lad, of course, not defending. Now it goes to the number 1 and number 2 contender. Each guy 4-fight win streak. 5-4 overall for Dylan. Super McNasty 4-1.
Gonna be a real interesting fight, this. Yeah, real shame we didn't get to see the 4th and 5th round in that fight. I'm sure those 2 guys will fight again, though. No. Yeah.
Larry King wins award Emmys. Oh shit! Did Larry King die? No.
Really?
Oh my god, he died. I was in January. How did I not hear about this? How have I gone
Oh, wait. Yeah,
5 months?
yeah, I knew that.
What?
You're American. How did you not know?
I don't know. Oh my god, he was in Shrek 2. Well, rest in peace, Larry King. Thank you for your impeccable career in broadcasting, American Television Radio host, over 50,000 interviews. What a legend. Damn. I'm depressed.
Could we see a new champion here?
I was gonna
Oh,
say,
is
I was
it?
gonna say,
It's
we don't-
interim. I thought it was for the. You set me up for failure there, God.
Somebody will go home with gold. This is not an and still. This will be either way and new. Dylan or Super McNasty will finally claim the throne at 155. The final fight of the card, the main event, is underway. Looks like we have the Green Lantern versus the Tiger.
I think look for Dylan to establish some pressure here and work in that switch kick he likes.
This is a lot of suffocation early from Dylan, trying to push McNasty back across that black line and doing some good work to accomplish that goal. Big elbow right there from Nasty. Ooh. Oh. Defensively cognizant, Dylan rips to the body and then is able to avoid that big flying knee.
Dylan is doing some great body work here. Look for that to be impactful later in the fight if it goes that far. Oh, a big knee!
McNasty having a moment. Big reversal of momentum, but Dylan staying composed. Finds that big head kick right there, and he's back onto the pressure winger.
Yeah, some real back and forth from these two guys here. The timing on Dylan's kicks have been impeccable. I don't think he's missed one yet.
Those teeps are so effective at managing that distance and keeping the range. Dylan, a kind of cerebral striker, needs that distance and able to get the shots going. If I'm McNasty, I kind of want to make this a dogfight, right? Use those elbows that he's been using. And
beautiful.
Can't do that when Dylan is giving you everything and the kitchen sink. Oh, big miss, though. Massive opportunity for McNasty.
Oh, well done from Dylan there. I thought he was after getting put inside saddle.
McNasty chooses to stand. Just under 90 seconds remain in the first round of this interim title fight. Oh, big roundhouse to the body there. As you mentioned, Wenger, this guy is so good at the kicks.
Yeah, his body kicks are fantastic. And again,
He's
back at him with it.
McNasty just dug to the ribs of Dylan, did some serious damage to the cardio.
Yeah, it's almost as if now that work that Dylan put in early has just been ripped away.
Evened out on the stamina department. Super McNasty makes it. 10 seconds remain in this opening round. What a close first 5 minutes.
These boys are picking up right from where we left off last fight.
All action in the main event of Agro 51. Dylan versus Super McNasty. Talking about a lot on the line in the last fight, of course. Each one was undefeated before that bout occurred. These guys, 4-fight win streak apiece. Somebody's momentum is going to get snapped.
Some beautiful combinations landed there by both guys.
And this judo throw from McNasty, very well timed, expecting to see a bit more level changing and grappling from him in this second round.
Let's see if Dylan is going to come out with those beautiful kicks he was throwing in the first round. Again, but both all even on the stamina here. This is real close.
Ooh, great interrupting strike from McNasty. Dylan eats it like it's cake.
You see, you look at what Dylan is after doing here is he's threatening so much to the body.
Oh!
But he's threatening so much to the body that it's going to open up to the head eventually, because if you look, McNasty is constantly holding both the triggers from out of range to try keep those kicks off him.
Great
Beautiful
trip
takedown there.
McNasty. Stands back up. Oh. While we're talking about the body work of Dylan, McNasty's also been doing some great work downstairs. Oh, a big combination from Dylan. Oh! Shin to chin as we approach the midway point of this second round. Wanger, who do you think is having more success through the first 8 minutes?
So far, I think McNasty is starting to build up a slight stamina advantage, which could help him late on. But again, this is real close still.
Great couple combos right there from McNasty, really finding his strikes and range. Big miss right there, though. Great takedown from McNasty. Dylan, cognizant defensive in the ground. McNasty back to the feet.
Oh, beautiful knee there.
Oh! Elbows from McNasty open up a cut, I believe, on Dylan's head. Oh. Big knee from McNasty. Have to think if Dylan keeps doubling up on that work to the body, he might get put away. Big spinning elbow lands for McNasty. Huge front kick from Dylan.
If I'm Dylan here now, what I'm doing is I know McNasty is going to be very hesitant to me going to his body, so I'm going to start going upstairs with that kick.
Oh, those elbows cannot seem to miss. McNasty magnetic with the ends of those forearms. $20 seconds remain in this second round, and oh! Talk about a way to conclude the round. McNasty stunning Dylan with a beautifully timed strike. Have to think that if you're a judge and that's the last thing you see from that second set of 5 minutes, I don't know, it might be McNasty's round.
Again, two great fights in our last two here. Interested to see if both of these guys are going to make any adjustments now, because they're almost mirroring each other. They're fighting a very similar fight. Oh, a big elbow.
And that's the differential. Dylan not utilizing the elbows, McNasty making frequent use of them. McNasty getting controlled here on the ground. Look at that. Stamina is gone. Dylan progresses into that half guard, expecting a posture up. No, top mount for Dylan. Jamie, a submission specialist, of course, in your own right. Very well-versed with the transitions. How does McNasty get back to the feet? Dylan utilizing the grappling a lot more in this third round than he has through the first 10. Great success for him. Unsure what the judging looks like as we are knocking on the door of the championship rounds.
Again, I think the second round probably went to McNasty and the first one went to Dylan, so this is real close.
Oh, great.
The body work in this fight's been at the best we've seen. Oh, he's hurt!
Dylan dedicating to the ribs, swinging those hooks downstairs. You can see him losing the stamina, though.
He's hurt himself!
Oh! Super McNasty floors Dylan momentarily with a big roundhouse to the body. Oh. This is one of the best fights we have seen in a long time. Dylan and McNasty throwing with reckless abandon.
Oh, it's all over.
That's it! McNasty's done it! The interim PlayStation 155 champion is crowned! McNasty, you've got the strap! Wow. What a beauty. And you can see that was a double uppercut. Touched the chin on the first one and sent him to the stratosphere with the second one. Green Lantern going home without any gold. What a great fight. That was a wonderful performance. Main and co-main event. Would love to see those get run back again. The 4-fight win streak of the number one contender is snapped. Dylan, 5-5 overall. McNasty stepping into the spotlight, 5-1. Gold around the midsection.
Great fight from both guys there. I think they can take a lot from that fight to improve their games.
Have to think Bernie has been sitting in the general chat for what appears to be 20 minutes now. I don't know if we want to give him an interview to discuss that co-main event or if we just want to move onwards and upwards. Jamie, I will let you decide. 2018, look at that. McNasty was up on all scorecards. Wow. Bernie, welcome into the broadcast. How are you doing?
He's still muted there. Give him a sec, I'd say.
Hello.
Bernie!
How's it going, Ben?
Oh, it's going fantastic. How are you? Victorious tonight, remaining 4-0 against
Look, against an easy target.
Were you concerned?
I was. Callum's good, right? But the minute I thought he won the second round, and then I looked at the stats. It was close, but I outstruck him, and I got the takedown. I defended his takedown. He got the knockdown, yeah. But I'll do it again with him. No bother. But the thing is, I didn't even warm up for this fight. I got off the bus and I ran to me house, like. So if he wants to go again, I'll knock him out.
Lot of statements made there, and of course the bragging rights do go to you. How does it feel to take away the undefeated record of the number 4 contender?
Do you know what? I don't really care about records, but it just felt good to beat him because of his mate Jay or Jordan or whatever he is talking bollocks in that chat all week. He was.
Now, in terms of what's next for you, Bernie, you've got a couple killers ahead. Nick, Jamie, and Morbid are the only 3 people that are in front of you. Would you want an immediate rematch with Callum, or would you want to try to progress even further into that top 5 and maybe even get a title shot?
I beat him. Why would I want to play him again? I'd prefer to fight Nick or Morbid. I don't want to fight Jamie, but obviously if it's made, I'll fight him.
Good stuff. Bernie, anything that you want the people to remember watching at home?
Don't always underestimate me.
There you go. Congrats, champ. Looking forward to seeing you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Now, I'm sure if we got the winner of the main event, of course, McNasty, the new interim champion, if he wants an interview, more than welcome to hop in. I'll give him a couple minutes. But what a card Agro 50 turned out to be. Finishes from top to bottom, great performances from so many competitors, and a couple upsets, Winger.
Yeah, and I'm just seeing there in the Agro chat, I think we might be getting Callum in here for an interview.
Callum, welcome.
Oh, he's dipped again.
He was in here for a moment. We'll see if he comes back. Callum, welcome back. Now, you, of course, were contesting a 3-rounder instead of a 5-rounder. Did you think that threw you off your game a little bit?
Can you hear me? I don't even know if I'm in the chat.
Yeah,
Yes.
we can hear you.
Yeah, I've never done this before, but what was the question again?
So this fight was originally marketed as a 5-round co-main event. Turns out it was only 15 minutes. Did that impact you at all with your game plan?
Not really. Obviously, I would have preferred it if it was a 5-round. I did want it to be a 5-round, but obviously I can't knock him down for that because he was in a rush. But nah, I feel like if it was a 5-round, I would have beat him because I had the head health advantage. I don't know about the body health, to be honest. Stamina seemed pretty close, but obviously I stood up in the 3rd round and I rocked him. But nah, I didn't feel myself out there. Obviously, I was sparring beforehand, and I felt a lot better. I think obviously the nerves when you go into a fight, you want to win. That obviously
course.
played a factor, but yeah, I
Now,
wouldn't say it's too bad.
talking about that final round, those 5 minutes were largely yours, Callum, really controlled
Yeah.
the conclusion of that fight. When it went to the judges' scorecards, how concerned were you that you wouldn't get the victory, and what was your reaction to ultimately not getting your hand raised?
Oh, I thought I won. That's why I held him down in that third round. I didn't want to take any risks, so I took him down. I didn't look. That was the main reason why I just held him down in that third round. I thought I won that second quite clearly. I think I knocked down, even if they landed more beforehand, I think a knockdown should win the round anyway. I think that's why I was so confident going into the decision that I won. And then when I seen his hand get raised, I was a bit shocked. I can't lie.
Definitely an interesting result. But that sort of brings up the question, what is next? A rematch with the number 3 contender, or would you want to fight someone like Highlight, who had a great finish over Ned earlier tonight?
I fought a whole lot last week, and I mean, it wasn't even close. I did smash him. But obviously, I'd want to run it back. I feel like we should run it back since the fight was that close. And not everyone agrees with the decision that happened. But if it doesn't get booked in any fights for the title, then I don't mind fighting anyone else.
Now, Bernie's last words to the crew and everyone watching at home was not to underestimate him. I want to ask you the same question, give you the same chance. What do you want the people to remember before you log off tonight?
I don't know. I think everyone talks a lot of shit beforehand, and that's a good thing, I guess. But we'll have to see. If they want to step in with me, they can step in with me.
Fair enough, Callum. Unfortunate you didn't get your hand raised. Tough night. The Office losing the undefeated record, but looking forward to seeing you back in the octagon soon.
Thank you. Have a good one.
All right, who is next for the interviews, or are we going to wrap it up, Jamie?
Yeah, great night of fights.
We ran as smooth as we can ask for. Quick 2-hour card. Thanks everyone for being ready for the fights. I think Super might want an interview, but he needs to hurry up.
Either way, it was a pleasure to hop back in and be on the booth once more. Really enjoyed it.
Yes.
Yeah, I can echo it the same as Bane there. It was some great fights and even better to commentate on. Thank you very much, people.
And
Now, if
enjoy
anyone
your night.
wants...
The UFC card had just started. I think Justin James is about to lose everything he owns.
Oh no. All right.